Okay, Flat Cap Chef, and we're going to now look at how to prepare and cook broccoli. Didn't really like broccoli as a child, I have to say, but as I grow older, actually, I really do now like it a lot. So let's have a look at what we've got. So, when you buy broccoli, you get a head of broccoli like this. You can buy it loose, or you can buy it pre-packed. You can buy it in twos. This is a good, healthy piece of broccoli, and when you turn it over and with a sharp knife, you find that each of the florets has its own stalk. I like to cut reasonably close to the head, so we're just taking that off and just go around. So we're just literally snipping off each of the broccoli florets. There we go. Bit of random, which way you turn it. There we go. Carefully. You can see we're getting quite a lot off here. There we are. So now we have a big pile of florets. If I'm buying broccoli, I look to buy ones that have got a really dark green colour to them. That's the best way to have it as far as I'm concerned. Now you've also got now the stalk. Now you can just throw this stalk away. Some people like to use it. So you trim off the bits off the edges. And then you can slice up and have slices cut off a little bit, and you can pop those in the pan. They'll take just a little bit longer than the main florets to cook, but not too much as long as you cook them reasonably thinly. This is 1-2 millimeters, that's all that is. And chop them into size, so you can put those in a pan as well, so you don't actually waste anything off your broccoli head. I'll put that over there. These pieces are a little bit too big for me, so what I'm going to do is just literally through the middle, chop it in half. So these are kind of bite-sized pieces now. And again, like all of these vegetables, you want them to be roughly the same size, because when they're roughly the same size, they're going to take the same amount of time to cook. So as I work my way through these, it's a really quick job. And we're going to put them into, and this is so big, I'm going to do this into 3. There we go. We're going to pop these into a pan of boiling water with just a little pinch of salt. They only take 4 to 5 minutes to cook, okay? And we'll see some cooked ones in a moment. You don't want to overcook them. They end up what I would call school dinners, which is kind of, they look all washed out, they start to go soft, and the colour disappears. They go kind of a muddy, greeny, grey colour, which is not very nice. What you want is them just cooked and with a nice bit of bite. So these are now getting to where we want. And once they're cooked, in that 4 to 5 minutes, what you're looking for is that your knife or your fork will just slip easily in. So here's a fork. I have to push it in. When it's cooked, that won't be the case. So that is what we've got now. So we've prepared our broccoli, and then we put it into some boiling water, 4 to 5 minutes, then test it with your fork. So I've got some that I've prepared. It's been on whilst I've been talking to you. Shows you how quick it is. So it's all matte, protect my surface. Here is my steaming broccoli. A little saucer here. So I'm just going to grab a piece of that broccoli out, pop it on here, move that out of the way. So now we have, and as you can see, it actually goes a little bit darker once you've cooked it, which is lovely. And then if I do the fork test into here, slips in beautifully. Okay, if I was to chop that with a knife, that is perfectly cooked, lovely broccoli, good to go. Broccoli, tasty. You can drain it out, maybe put a little knob of butter put it back in the pan, little knob of butter, shake it around a little bit, good crunch of pepper, and it's even more delicious. That is broccoli sorted.